Okay, so this little progression with the lick thrown in definitely has a real John Lee Hooker vibe from the song Boom Boom, and then it certainly calls up a little bit of Lagrange as well. It's in E, and it's a 12-bar progression with a nice syncopated rhythm. So I'm going from E to an A7 to a B7 in the same 12-bar form that you should be familiar with. So the real magic, though, is in two parts, and it's throwing the lick in time and keeping that syncopated upstroke going real nice and tight. And it's definitely an upstroke. It starts out with a downstroke and then a very quick up. And I'm doing a couple of things to mute out the strings to keep it real nice and tight. And you notice my pinky is pretty busy here on the E chord. Right after I strike it on the upstroke, I'm laying my pinky down over the strings, and I'm striking the top 3 or 4 strings here. So I'm laying my pinky over ever so slightly just after my upstroke. But I'm also muting out even further with my right hand. As my pinky's coming down, so is my right hand to stop the strings from ringing, even further. So what you get is something like this. A real nice and tight rhythm. It should lock in really nicely with your bass guitarist and your drummer. So after 4 of those upstrokes, we move into the lick, which is sliding up from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret with your middle finger, hitting an open E, then sliding back to the 2nd fret and pulling off to an open G string. And then I'm coming down on the E note on the D string, and then hitting the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then open 3rd string. So that's the lick. And this little piece, this might be a little tricky if you haven't done this too much, but when I'm reaching right here, when I'm picking up the 2nd fret 3rd string, I flatten out my finger. So and then I pop it right back up into position. So this is the normal way you would play a note, but instead of moving and picking up my finger on, what I'll do is just flatten it out. Just like that. It's a real quick way of hitting the note and then backing off of it. Okay? And then from the end of the lick, do a downstroke on the E chord. Repeat that whole part. Repeat the lick. Now we're ready to go into the A7 chord, which is a regular bar A7, like that. And then I'm adding my my 3rd finger. You could add your 2nd finger if it's more comfortable to you. Sometimes I do. But right now I seem to be in the mood to play it with my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string with the same rhythm pattern. And you come out of it with that same lick. So then I'm back to the E. And then I want to go to the B7, which is the same shape as this A7 up here. I'm just moving it up 2 frets to get the B. And then I'm going to do the lick again. And then 2 more bars on the E with the lick in between, and you've got it. That's the whole progression. Now, sometimes to add some flair to this little thing, I'll do a little bit of a different piece to the lick. So instead of this, I might do something a little more repetitive like that. It works really well when you're going into the either the A7 or the B7. But you know, you don't want to do it all the time. You want to leave that for something, you know, special. So that's why I do like to do it in the last part of the song. It might sound something like this. So here's the whole thing played slowly for you. And now here we go up to speed.